time is 11 AM. I should have been there at 11. It takes me 1 hour to go. In other words, I'm late. And of course, the bus is late. Sometimes things doesn't go as planned. When importing the video sequences from today, I realized that the cable to my microphone is broken. Sound is horrible and missing in most sequences. I realized halfway through the day that there was something wrong, but I thought that I just forgot to turn on the microphone or something. But well, it's way worse. Anyway, I'll try to put something together, so let's roll the video and see how this turns out. In Sweden we use these, the Swedish crown. But since the majority of you wouldn't know how much it's worth, I'll just say it in dollars. However, before that, let's do something else. There is a royal castle in the center of Stockholm, but the actual castle where the king and queen lives is the one at Drottningholm, and right next to it is the castle theater.
Byte till bussar mot Mälaröarna. Tänk på avståndet mellan vagn och plattform.
As you might have noticed, it is a bit of a hassle to get there. But I was hoping that it would be worth it. The Castle Theatre was selling their costumes from last year's, and I was hoping to find some cool, unique pieces for a cheap price. And now I was getting close. Only one more bus and then the Drottningholm castle. And there it is. Quite pretty, huh? However, I was too late. The line to the theater. There's nothing left except all of these wonderful costumes that are super expensive. Not going to buy those. When leaving the theater, I found the one that seemed to be guilty. Gabriella had been there early, and from the size of her bag she seemed to have grabbed at least half of all of the bargains. However, we concluded that I should give it another try next time the Royal Opera has their clearance, which is an even bigger event. The shopping of the day was quite a fail, but I joined forces with Anna and Molly to take a walk around the castle and the surroundings. So at least I got something out of my little trip to the Drottningholm castle. What's wrong with him? That sure was a great way to spend one day of the weekend. But now I'm on the way home because we have something to celebrate. $917.75. 917.75 Swedish crowns is roughly $100, and that's what I just received from my first ever YouTube payment. That's amazing. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Cheers! However, way more money went into making these videos, which mostly is okay because I do this because I think it's fun, I want to improve my skills, and most of the things that I do in the videos are just things that I would have done anyway. But just as an example, the microphone that I broke today, or that broke today, will set me back at something like $200, and the equipment I had to buy to make my Mira Luna videos was more than 500. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I am fortunate enough that I'm running my own business, freelancing in graphic design and more. And that business is able to pay for quite some of my equipment costs. But I've started to reach the limit on how much is reasonable for that business to pay for me to make YouTube videos. Lately, there has been an explosion in the number of people writing me, telling me that they enjoy coming along on my adventures, and that they feel that they are virtually traveling with me on my trips. And some of them has even been asking if it's possible to support this channel somehow, why I don't run my own Patreon page or something like it. My answer has been that the purpose of this channel is to inspire, not to make money from it. But on the other hand, I've started to realize that the purpose of this channel is not to lose money because I'm running it either. Therefore, I am considering giving it a shot. Having a financial support for this channel would mean that I could do more and way cooler things. It would mean that I could support my equipment costs, and also of course that it would be possible for me to prioritize it a bit higher while not having to worry that I will lose money by doing so. I realize that the kind of content that I make is not likely to get hundreds of thousands of views, but it seems like it is still important to some of those of you who really like it. That it would be something that you would otherwise miss at YouTube. It seems like that my content gives joy to some of those of you who are in a situation where you cannot go on similar adventures or do similar things. And that it gives some of you the courage to try things that you thought you couldn't do. In other words, it seems like while the number of people who enjoy the content that I make is a bit limited, it is still quite important to some of you. I cannot even start to describe how proud it makes me feel to hear such things. Super proud. And happy. Back to the financial thing. If you would be interested in supporting this channel with at least $5 a month, I would like you to send me an email at coalcandy@coalcandy.se and tell me why. Well, if I go ahead with this, I would like to make sure that those of you who motivate me to do something actually get an extra little surprise. Also, I generally try to avoid doing things half-assed, and to go ahead I need to make sure that it would actually be quite worthwhile. So if you would like to join the Coalcandy army, send an email to coalcandy@coalcandy.se and tell me. With that said, thank you so much everyone for all the love and support that you give me on a weekly basis. I will see you very soon. Bye.